Albizia, water lily, clematis, and some wildflowers. In a note on Georgy girl, Georgy. um, a comedy with some good moments, acclaimed, appreciated. I could see some interesting elements, amusing changes, excellent actors at work, but overall, it didn't work for me. Not, I'm not ecstatic. Maybe 7 out of 10. In spite of, well, because it is situated on, placed on the New York Times best 1,000 movies ever made list. I'm saying in spite of, because in spite, of course, makes sense. They say it's one of the best. I say it's not one of my favorites, not by a long shot. Because it is there, has that plays a role, because we expect, we come with high expectations when an authority says, well, this is going to be a delight, and you're not taken aback. The impact might be even higher. You might reject a film that you otherwise could find enjoyable, entertaining. You might reject and place it even lower because it came with such high recommendations, and then high expectations transform into poor results. Uh, Respect for authorities, by the way, a principle you find in the classic Influenced by Robert Cialdini. Not to get into that, um, I will just say that I liked Alan Bates, James Mason. James Mason actually was nominated for an Academy Award, um, and he is a wonderful actor. I've seen a couple of months ago again Lolita, and he's present in so many other films. He's British acting school at its best. So is Alan Bates. Lynn Redgrave is in the leading role. She is the heroine, the protagonist of this narrative. And indeed, she won the Golden Globe for her role. She had an Academy Award. She also won BAFTA. But I can't say I don't see why, because yes, she's flamboyant, she's energetic, she's humorous, she's sad, she's depressed, and then she's very active, very engaged. She's dancing, and then she's crying. She has to face a complicated life and challenges. She is proposed. It's not a marriage proposal, but she's offered a contract by the character of James Mason, the one, the employer of her father, middle-aged, so not so attractive. With Alan Bates, the character of Alan Bates, she has Joss Jones in the film. She has again an interesting sinusoidal relationship, if I can say that, with ups and downs. They seem to be a match for each other in some ways. It's funny, even if he is involved with Charlotte Rampling, interesting in her youth, in the role of Meredith. So Joss Jones is involved with Meredith, but finds himself very often with Georgy, because Meredith is actually, in those liberating years, she is, maybe the term is not correct, but that's what comes to mind, fooling around, going out with some other man, and she is a bit strange, arrogant, uh, slippery. So she's out, and her boyfriend, future husband, is more and more with Georgie. And at one moment, well, he says we're such a match with each other. We're always doing the same things, and we're like a married couple. So it's a complicated narrative with intertwining relationships and changing favorites with comic elements throughout. But as I said, not one of my favorites. Not so far. Maybe I need to see it again and get the main points better.